So, hi friends, good evening. Welcome to SQL Master, and I'm Manju here, and I'm going to discuss with you people today in this video is about the data quality and data integration. Okay, in ETL testing. So, this will be a very important video for you people. So, understand this properly, so you'll be able to attempt the interviews in perfect manner. Okay. So let us start the video. But before starting the video, as usual, if you are not subscribed to SQL Master YouTube channel, kindly subscribe to SQL Master so that you are going to get very important and informational videos about ETL testing. Okay, so let us start the video. So this is what the slides are what I made here. So ETL testing best guidance to ensuring data quality and integration. Okay, so introduction to ETL testing. So because again and again, if I make any videos, so again and again, in brief, I can dictate you about the ETL testing. Okay, so because that's very important part. Before without knowing in ETL testing information, basic knowledge, we can't move the other things. Okay, so because some of the viewers are newer to my channel, so for that purpose I'm making again and again some repeated videos like this in just a few parts, so that you just have patience and watch the video, so that you will get the coverage of knowledge. Okay, you will get some very important knowledge here. So introduction to ETL. So what do you mean by ETL testing? So if you are integrating and migrating data to a new system using an extract, transform and load process, it's important to be sure that your data quality is high. So this is very important because the client expectation is this one only. Okay, data quality. One of the best ways to do this with ETL testing, which evaluates whether your data is complete, accurate, and reliable, and if it has been properly loaded into the new system or data warehouse. Without ETL testing, businesses run the risk of making decisions using inaccurate and incomplete data. So ETL must require there. So this can have negative impacts on revenue. That's what nothing but the money and strategy and customer experience. Okay, here we take a look at the ETL testing, how it impacts data quality. So what is ETL then? Extract, transfer, load. We all know that. Okay, extract, transfer, load, that is called as ETL, is a data integration approach that pulls information from various sources and transforms it into defined formats and styles, then loads it into a database or a data warehouse or some other destination. So what is ETL testing now? ETL testing is a process that verifies that the data coming from the source systems has been extracted completely, transferred correctly, and loaded in appropriate format, effectively letting you know if you have high data quality. So it will identify duplicate data or data loss or and any missing or incorrect data. So an ETL testing process makes sure that data transfers happen with strict adherence to transformation rules and comply with validated checks. So it is different than data reconciliation used in database testing. In that ETL testing is applied to data warehouse systems and used to obtain relevant information for analytics and business intelligence. Okay. So when should you use ETL testing then? It is important to use ETL testing in following situations, like after loading data into new data warehouse for the first time, after adding a new data source to an existing data warehouse, after a data migration, when moving data, anytime there are concerns with data quality or ETL process performance. Anytime you are able to moving the or integrating data, you want to make certain that your data quality is high before you use it for analytics, business intelligence, and decision making. Okay, so because the main goal of ETL testing is nothing but to improve the business. So this is what the like higher authorities like the business intelligence or CEO or chairman of the company want to know the business strategy. Okay, so for that purpose you are generating the reports based on ETL testing. So if you have been tasked with ETL testing, you will be asked to take on some important responsibilities. So an ETL tester's responsibilities and required skills. So What exactly the ETL testers have the responsibilities and required skills. An ETL tester's role is important in safeguarding the business data quality. Here are some key responsibilities of an ETL tester. Prepare and plan for testing by developing a testing strategy, a test plan, a test cases for the process. Analyze source data for data quality concerns throughout the ETL process, execute test cases to validate the ETL process, identify defects and issues in the ETL process and work with teams to rectify them, communicating testing results with development teams, stakeholders, and other decision makers. Incorporate learnings and best practice to improve the ETL testing process over time. And overall, an ETL tester is a guardian of data quality for the organization and should have voice in all major decisions about the data used in business intelligence and other use cases. Okay. So ETL testing process, stages and best practices. So you can see here, effective ETL testing detects problems with source data early on before it is loaded into the data repository, as well as finding inconsistencies or ambiguities in business rules intended to guide data transformation and integration. The process can generally be broken down into 8 stages. Okay, so identify business requirements, design the data model, define business flow, and assess reporting needs based on the client expectations. So it's important to start here so that the scope of the project is clearly defined, documented, and understood fully by testers. Validate data sources. So perform data count check and verify that table column data types meet specifications of data model. Make sure check keys are in place and remove duplicate data. If not done correctly, the aggregate report could be inaccurate or misleading. Okay, so next one is design test cases. Design ETL mapping scenarios, create SQL scripts, and define transformation rules. It's important to validate the mapping document as well to ensure it contains all of the needed informations. So fourth one is extract data from source systems. Execute ETL tests per business requirements. Identify types of the bugs or defects encountered during testing and make a report. It's important to detect and reproduce any defects, report, fix the bug, and close bug report before continuing the stage 5. So fifth one is apply transformation logic. Here actually picture comes of ETL testing. Okay, so because you are applying the business logic according to the client or stakeholders. Okay, so what they actually want. So ensure data is transformed to match the schema of target data warehouse. Check the data threshold and alignment and validate data flow. This ensures that the data type matches the mapping document for each column and table. So sixth one is load data into a target warehouse. So perform a record count check before and after data is moved from staging to the data warehouse. Confirm that invalid data is rejected and that the default values are accepted. So summary report is nothing but verify the layout options, filters, and export functionalities of summary report. This report lets the decision makers and other stakeholders to know details and results of testing processes. If any step was not completed, the reports lets them know why. So second one is like test closure. So finally we have to close the test. So file test closure, you can now move forward with ETL knowing that your data quality is solid. So ETL testing. So ETL testing fits into 4 general categories, that is new system testing, this is data obtained from varied sources, migration testing, that is data transfer from source systems to data warehouse, change testing, that is new data added to data warehouse, and report testing, that is validating data and making calculations. ETL tests that may be executed in each stage are, that is category and detail tests, new system testing, that is data quality testing and metadata testing, migration testing, data quality testing, source to target count testing, source to target data testing, performance testing, data transformation testing, data integration testing. So then change testing, that is data quality testing, source to target count testing, source to target data testing, production validation, data integration testing. There's nothing but last one is report testing, that is report testing. Okay. So then come to production validation, also called as production reconciliation or table balancing. Validates data in production systems and compares it against source data. This guards data against faulty logic or failed loads or operational processes that are not loaded into system. So second one, source to target count testing verifies that the number of records loaded into the target database matches the expected record count. Third one, source to target data testing ensures projected data is added to the target system without loss or truncation, and that data values meet expectation after transformation. Fourth one is metadata testing performs data type, length, index, and constraint checks for ETL application metadata, load statistics, reconciliation totals, and data quality metrics. So performing the testing makes performance testing, that is make sure that the data is loaded into the data warehouse within expected time frames, and the that test server responds to multiple users and transactions in adequate for performance and scalability. So sixth one is data transformation testing runs SQL queries for each row to verify that the data has been correctly transferred according to the business rules. So seventh one, data quality testing run syntax tests, invalid characters, patterns, or case orders. So and reference tests like number, date, precision, null check to make sure ETL application accepts default values and rejects and reports invalid data. So eighth one is like data integration testing confirms that the data from all sources has loaded to the target data warehouse correctly and checks threshold values. So ninth one is report testing reviews a data in summary report verifying layout and functionality are as expected, and makes calculations. Testing during the ETL process can also include user acceptance testing, GUI testing, and application migration tests to ensure ETL architecture performs well on the other platforms. Incremental ETL tests can verify that new records and updates are processed as expected. So ETL testing challenges. So ETL testing can have challenges. Identifying them early in the ETL processes can prevent bottlenecks and costly delays. Some of the common challenges include like potential complexity of data transformation. So transformation of large data sets can be time consuming and complex. Unhealthy data. Data is often messy and full of errors. ETL testing needs clean, accurate data to have healthy results. Resource intensiveness, like ETL testing can be resource intensive when the dealing with the large complex source systems. So data source changes to data sources impact completeness and accuracy of data quality. Complex processes. Complex data integrations and business processes can cause problems. Slow performance. Slow processing or slow end-to-end performance caused by the massive data volumes can impact data accuracy and completeness. Finding team members, like difficulty finding people with ETL and data health experience. So next is about ETL testing tools. So there are numerous ETL testing tools, both open source and commercial solutions to help make testing easier and more productive. So like ETL testing tools increase IT productivity and simplicity, and simplify the process of retrieving information from big data to gain insights. The tools can procedures and rules of extracting and processing data and eliminate the need for traditional programming methods that are labor intensive and expensive. So another benefit is that ETL testing tools have been built in compatibility with the cloud data warehouse like ERP and CRM platforms such as Amazon Web Services, AWS, and Salesforce, Oracle, Informatica, Kinesis, Google Cloud Platform, NetSuite, and more. So whether you choose open source or commercial tools, here are some things to look for the for when comparing ETL testing tools like graphical interface. To simplify design and development of ETL process, automatic code generation, to speed development and reduce errors, build in data connectors like that access data stored in commonly used file formats like a database or packaged applications or a legacy systems, content management facilities like that enable context switching for ETL development, testing, and production environments, sophisticated debugging tools that let you track the data follows in real time and generate reports on row by row behavior. So the future of ETL testing like artificial intelligence, cloud platform, and big data. Impact of artificial intelligence on ETL testing and development, like you can see here, organizations that rely on hand-coded scripts and in-house tools for manual testing lose efficiency and ability to scale with today's evolving ETL cloud technologies. Fast-paced and agile DevOps teams that churn out multiple software application updates daily. Using automated continuous deployment practices are common today. So the drive to move to the cloud warehouses, so as well as push towards the automation, speed, and scalability require cloud-based ETL testing tools. So organizations need automated data integration with ETL testing tools that can process larger amount of data autonomously without need for human intervention. So in real time, the waterfall approach, that is identify a problem in the data stream, fix it, test the schema, load the data into data warehouse and analyze it, is big replace with cloud native or agile solutions. Data management cloud architectures and artificial intelligence smart data integration assistants are emerging new trends. Artificial intelligence brings speed, scalability, and more accuracy to ETL testing. ETL testing tools that are artificial intelligence based can meet the volume and complexity of multiple data sources and help deliver faster data quality results so businesses can integrate, migrate data faster with more confidence. Okay, so these are the few questions and answers, and also you can think that notes what I made here. These are very important notes or the knowledge to prepare for the ETL testing interviews. If you really like this video, like it and share it, and kindly subscribe to SQL Master so I can able to bring the videos like this. So thanks for watching the video, and I will be with you with some more new concepts about ETL testing in future videos. So thanks for watching. Bye bye. Have a nice day. Take care.